Okay. Oops. First of all, don't look on my counter. I mean, on the chair. Um, the jury is done. What happened? Why is that picture like that for his eye? That's so weird. But the jury is done for the day. The jury is done. So this lash feels low. Since the jury is done, and since I missed the last set of jury questions, I'm just gonna rewatch that. Yeah, I got it. Oh, it's the mic. Oh, you're right. I was like, what is happening? Why is that thing over his face? You're right. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I'm about to rewatch and then we can chat a little bit about it. But if you've already watched that, if you've already watched, just know I'm just rewatching because I didn't get to watch it. I had a bunch of things happening today, so I didn't get to go live for the jury questions. But oh, y'all said I didn't miss anything. All right, let's pull it up and again watch the second set of jury questions. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Ooh. Why am I? Sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place today. Oh, the state is shady. Okay, well, it's not looking great for Stillwell. Oh no. Don't tell me yet. And a 90s kind of world. Shout out to Shy. Don't waste your time. No, I'm not gonna listen to any of you first. No, don't infiltrate my mind yet. Let me watch. It's definitely worth a watch. Shady State. Okay, don't tell me yet. Let me watch. Let me watch. Here we go. I think I have it set up at a good point for it to start. And then I want to hear what y'all are saying, what y'all thoughts are. Oh shoot, what just happened? I had it at such a good spot. Is it? Oh, come on. Okay, here we go. Actually, I need to watch that too.
Jury would like. All right, good afternoon. The jury would like to review a couple more pieces of evidence. So whomever from the state, it's state's exhibits for the most part, I think. State's exhibit, they believe it's 227 VVA2, described as the wiretap for Garlington with Stillwell. They would like that played one time.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the jail call from a personal cell phone, Stillwell using the word rats. Please play that 2 times.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then the third item is a Stillwell and Garlington conversation where they said, we're not sure what they said, but either going to the city or going to see is what they wrote down. And then they would also, if it's in evidence, like to know what time that happened.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Well,
And so what is the answer to that? What do we have in evidence with regard to that?
Your Honor,
Yes.
before we get to the time, that was not a Stillwell and Garlington conversation.
Okay.
That was a conversation with Garlington and an unknown person. I can say it's not Shannon Stillwell.
Right.
I believe he was incarcerated at the time.
Okay.
Um,
All right. I can
Oh, no,
correct that.
he was not incarcerated at the time. It happened on 3/14. He was not incarcerated, but that is not Stillwell talking, Mr. Stillwell talking to
All
Garlington.
right. And the state never asserted that it was.
No. No, in fact,
All right. I'd like the state to answer that one.
And I'm sorry, I'm just walking in. To answer the court's question, we never asserted that it was Mr. Stillwell that was speaking during that time.
and I
And
believe.
y'all agree that it's an unknown person?
No, we believe that it is Garlington's song.
Right. Garlington's one of the speakers as to the other speaker,
I believe that.
the other
that-
member of the
He
conversation.
talks of Boyer, DeMarco
Right.
Boyer.
DeMarco Boyer, everyone agrees. Okay. So I'll just,
Your Honor, I don't know that it would be proper to comment on who it
that's
is.
not a comment. If it is in evidence and all sides agreed, I mean, is it in evidence that it was DeMarco Boyer?
Investigator
I
Viverito.
believe Investigator Rito testified that he was speaking with DeMarco Boyer.
Okay. So I'll just say that the evidence reflects,
Or the testimony.
the only evidence is that,
Your Honor, I'm just getting clear what the question was.
yeah. So, I mean, what they wrote down is Stillwell and Garlington conversation where they said going to the city or going to see. I would think it would be appropriate to say, okay, we'll play that, but FYI, what is in evidence is that that conversation was between Garlington and Boyer.
Okay. Court knows one moment.
Sure. And that's, again,
First of all, Stillwell looks, I don't know, does he look tired or stressed or a combination of both? I don't know. I would be stressed. Also, is she trying, if they both stipulate that it's Boyer and it was in evidence, was Love trying to not have him have the jury informed that it was Boyer so that they can continue to believe that it was Stillwell? Is that what was happening?
and Boyer.
Court knows one moment.
Sure. And that's, again, obviously, if the only information and evidence is that, if there's any conflict, that's a different thing, but.
If you're just joining, court is adjourned for the day. I'm just catching up because I missed it, the last set of questions, so I'm rewatching.
I mean, if the state doesn't want to agree with that, then I think the appropriate answer is there is no conversation between Mr. Stillwell and Mr. Garlington referring to going to the scene or a city.
Or can we just play the call?
You can play the call, but it is incorrect. I mean, it's entirely misleading to let them think, okay, here's your requested conversation between Stillwell and Garlington, and not say, by the way, the evidence that is before you does not show it to be a conversation between Stillwell and Garlington. It shows it to be a conversation between DeMarco Boyer and Garlington.
Why would they
So if
not
you're not
want
okay with
to be
that, then
accurate?
I will do the answer that is suggested by Mr. Sharp.
No, Your Honor, we prefer that you just clarify that it's a conversation between Boyer and Garlington.
Okay.
Why would you not want it clarified? That's so. Why? I don't understand what's happening. Why would you not want to clarify what actually is the call?
And then what about with regard to the question about what time that happened?
I thought it's my recollection, Your Honor, that when we would publish it, we would say at least the dates of the call. I thought we said the time too. We said the date and the time, so we would pull that up and make sure.
All right.
Yes.
And is the state in agreement, is 227 VVA2, is that the conversation about the that clean? Okay, appreciate it. Right. This was today. I'm just trying to think.
That's April 1st.
Which one?
Oh, this one, yeah.
Right.
Yes. That's April 1st.
No, 2000.
That's 2015. go look for something that you asked.
I can't hear you. I can hear that you're talking, but,
Never mind.
okay.
Maurice getting us the up close of the staples. Oh, oh, that's a good. I need to grab that screenshot right there. Oh, ugh. Doug looks stressed too. You know what's so crazy is, I mean, it feels like they're probably done deliberating in regards to
Mrs.
Yak.
Sharp, did you get your answer to what that particular first exhibit was? 227 VVA.
Just so that it's not competing. But it feels like they're done deliberating in terms of Yak. Maybe. I mean, maybe they are doing it out of, we don't know. But I can't imagine them being done with Yak, and because they're not done with Shannon, he can't know his own fate. It's like you have to wait for them to finish Shannon's in order to even know about your own, like that feels stressful.
The jail, the wiretap call, Your Honor, is actually 437 VV. And so
Which one are you talking about?
the entire wiretap is 437 VV. And
Okay.
then we just addressed each one as we published it.
Okay.
So 227 VV AD is a separate exhibit altogether.
What is 227 VVA2?
Yak has the Donovan Thomas murder. He has weed and
Is there a, did you say 447 is the entirety of?
he has weed from the raid at Thug's house. He has guns from Thug's house and something else. And then he has gang charges for sure.
VA 227 VVA2?
Yes.
Okay. So and what is that?
Let me
I'm gonna fast forward a bit. It seems like they're trying to figure out why he keeps zooming in on him. Yes, the jury has been sent home. I'm just rewatching. I was doing a bunch of other stuff, so I'm rewatching the last set of questions right now.
EV2.
Could you just, for the first part that they identified as 227 VVA2, could you just repeat the descriptor that they gave?
Wiretap. I don't know if it says for or from Garlington with Stillwell. That's all that it's described as.
So they may have the wrong number, Your Honor, because 227 VV2A are the excerpts from Mr. Huey's phone that have, are excerpts from Mr. Huey's phone. So it's not the wiretap at all.
Okay, well, who's having the conversation that is VV2A?
VV2A is between Mr. Huey and Mr. Williams in a phone excerpt, so they're not wiretap called at all.
All right,
And it's also 2A instead of A2.
yeah.
Your Honor, would it be inappropriate to ask the jury foreperson for clarification?
No. All right, so is there a wiretap for Garlington with Stillwell.
Yes, there is.
And what is that exhibit number?
That's 437 VV. And then we published April 1st, 2022 at 12:29 a.m., which is that wiretap call.
Is that the only thing from there that you published?
That's the only call between Garlington and Stillwell that we published. Well, excuse me, no, it's not.
Huh?
I think we published multiple between Garlington and Stillwell.
I think there were two.
There were two that we published between Garlington.
So they're trying to figure it out.
and Stillwell.
Okay. And what were those two exhibit numbers?
They are all 437 VV,
I'm gonna fast forward a little
but
bit.
the dates are different.
What?
They clearly don't know. And I think the more interesting thing is what they are going to actually end up playing. Like that's what I'm actually curious about now is what.
For these, they were just demarked by the time.
Yes.
Okay, and the date. Okay. There's a 227 VV2A, which is a phone conversation between Mr. Huey and Mr. Williams. And there are two wiretap excerpts, both for 37 VV between Mr. Garlington and Mr. Stillwell. And then see.
Here's what is interesting. I know we're not supposed to do this, okay, but I'm going to do it. What's interesting is the questions that they've asked in regard to Stillwell. It's words. It's the words, right? It was the lyrics from the songs initially. And I mean, they did ask to watch some videos, but it was the lyrics. And now it's phone conversations about the scene and rats and whatever this other wiretap is. So I'm curious if what's going to come down to is if the words said is what's going to get him on this drinks. Like that's so interesting. I mean, I could be wrong, right? It's all speculation. I recognize that.
If that helps at all.
And Your Honor, I have the other call. Yes.
Okay.
22.
Can you possibly give me a
March 12th, 20 Stillwell telling us is
it's about?
yes. The March 12th, 2022 is Mr. Stillwell telling Mr. Garlington that he, Toonk, and Big Nick went to go look for someone, but don't tell anyone or don't tell nobody.
Okay.
And then the April 1st is the conversation where they discuss Miles Farley and then also discuss a car clean.
Hey, what?
The car being clean.
And they also,
Being cleaned or being clean?
Being clean.
the car-
I'll just say the car. How about that?
and they also discussed in the beginning of that call that the police were making assumptions and just saw them at the video.
All right,
On the video.
I'll just say there too. And then do you want to hear them both? How about that?
One distinction maybe.
Or what's the topic?
One is prior to Mr. Drink's death, and one is after Mr. Drink's death.
Okay,
Be able to
all right.
help them.
Okay, and then moving down to the time that the Stillwell Garlington conversation that mentioned going to wherever, the time, did you publish the time that conversation occurred? The date and time?
Going to,
So
going back through the city. Or whatever version.
whatever was said, was it published?
Back
What
in the
time,
chat.
what date and time it was when that conversation occurred?
Yes, and that conversation was March 15th, 2022 at 2:01 a.m.
Okay,
And that was the one between Garlington and Boyer.
all right.
And I'm sorry. There is one more call between, but this is between Garlington and Stillwell, and I think Farley is in the background from March 16th at about 12:22, which is after the house gets raided.
And is this a,
Wiretap call
Why-
16th.
just between Garlington and Stillwell that were wiretap discussions? Okay. All right. All right, are we ready for the jury?
Court's indulgence. We're just, one of the calls, Your
I'm
Honor,
ready, girl.
was redacted, so we want to make sure we have the redacted call.
Make sure you have the redacted call now. Don't play them games. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward some more because I want to hear the actual calls because
And the jail call is also a redaction as well, so we just want to make sure that we have the redacted version of the call, Your Honor.
Thank you.
that man Max Sharp didn't barely sat down. This feels very intense. Look, he's pacing. I feel you. It feels. This feels intense. Now I'm just stopping every time I see Max get up. Look at him hovering. He said, hey, hey, hey. Now y'all gonna play what you supposed to play and nothing more, nothing less. I'm not mad, Mac. Make sure we play what we supposed to play. I have to listen to know which ones they're actually gonna like what they're talking about. Okay, I'll fast forward again.
What is it that we're still trying to sort out?
Just confirming that we think we're 99% sure it's the redacted version that was played, but we just want to make sure, we're just confirming that is the.
Your Honor, this call is the one where there's a brief reference where Shan Stillwell says, do what I did and don't say anything to the police, talking about invoking your lawyer. So as Ms. Hilton just said, I created a Dropbox that I sent to Mr. Sharp with the redacted ones. I personally redacted it.
Right.
So I'm 99.99% sure because I went to that same Dropbox, but just out of extreme caution, I'm re-listening to make sure that specific part is removed.
Okay.
And then for the jail call as well, there was a redaction, and so Mr. Abati is listening to the jail call to confirm that this is that redacted one, so we don't have any issues.
Your Honor,
Yes.
maybe you've already explained this to us and I just am not tracking. When the jury comes out regarding the first request, my proposal, my suggestion is we inform them that the exhibit number they gave doesn't track to what they're describing. And we inquire from I guess the foreperson in a non-leading way to describe the call, either by date or by topic. I don't want to play all three calls because they didn't request us to play all three calls.
How about if I say that the exhibit number that they requested isn't what they described, that is a phone conversation between Mr. Huey and Mr. Williams, and that the wiretapped conversations between Mr. Garlington and Mr. Stillwell are 437 VV. There were 3 of them. Could they tell us the topic or the general topic? Okay.
Yeah, this refers to 227 VV2A are text
right.
messages.
Oh, okay, thank
Text
you.
messages between Mr. Huey.
Okay,
and
thank
Mr.
you.
This is all very good, though. I love that Max is like, let's be specific. Let's ask them, right? You don't want to keep playing or put in front of the jury stuff that.
And Your Honor,
Mm-hmm.
can you repeat the language that you were going to use regarding?
Yes, that there are wiretap conversations between Mr. Garlington and Mr. Stillwell. Those are State's Exhibit 437 VV. There were 3 of them. Could they give us a general idea about the topic?
Thank you. And then could you also tell us the language you're going to use regarding the clarification between the wiretap call that is Garlington and Boyer versus Garlington and Stillwell?
I was going to say that's from number 3. I was going to say that the conversation where whatever was said, whether it's going to the city, going to the sea, or something else, was not a conversation between Mr. Stillwell and Mr. Garlington. The evidence before them is that it was a conversation between Mr. Garlington and DeMarco Boyer.
Full drinking and half thinking. I love it. Thank you for the 10.
I
That's
had
a great name.
I was asking if the court would be inclined. It's a similar statement that the call they are describing was admitted as a call between Garlington and Boyer. But the way that the court just sort of put it, it's essentially the same thing. So either one, as long as there's no objection about that.
And then my proposal is, once we're informed of that, we inquire,
Do
knowing,
they still want to hear it?
do you still want to hear it or not?
All right, that's fine. So whenever y'all let me know you're ready, we'll get the jury in. Ready for the jury.
All right, here we go. I don't know. It's hard not to speculate what these kind of like wanting to hear this stuff could mean, you know? It seems like they were able to move, I mean, speculation, but it seems like they were able to move on from Yak and his charges pretty quickly. And I mean, outside of that one set of questions, it seems like they were able to move on. I guess it's just a day though, so maybe I'm reading too much into it. I don't know. This is interesting.
You. All right, good afternoon. I need a little bit of clarification on a couple of your items. So the first thing you requested is what you wrote was States Exhibit 227 VVA2, which you described as a wiretap for Garlington with Stillwell. There is no 227 VVA2. There is a 227 VV2A. However, that is text between Mr. Huey and Mr. Williams, which based on the description, I would surmise is not what you want. Am I correct about that? All right. There is wiretap of conversations between Mr. Garlington and Mr. Stillwell. They are all marked 437 VV, and there were 3 of them presented. Could you all give me a little bit of an idea of kind of the general topic? And then we could narrow it down to the one you actually want, hopefully.
Look at Shart's face.
So it should be a conversation that something was not found in the car.
Something was not found in the car, is that what you said?
Correct. Yes.
All right. I think we know what you mean. All right, so that is going to be the one that is, correct me if I'm wrong, State, I think I jotted down April 1st, 2022 at 12:29 a.m. Okay.
So this is after
All right,
Charmel
we'll go ahead
drank
and play that.
beer, April 1st. So this is after. Okay.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's up? So what?
Yeah, me.
What's up, man?
What the hell going?
Man, shit, right here to the new boy.
Huh?
I said right here to the new young boy. What you got going? Good night.
Yeah, you know I can't hit you on that other phone. Shit, I'm fuck on that motherfucker.
For real? Oh, you on? Oh, this another one?
No, it's
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Yeah, bro. I know. I ain't just like FaceTime her thing. That's what you
Yeah.
right. That's what I ain't forgot about.
I really can't respond to it. I just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't, man. That motherfucker tripping on that motherfucker.
For real, man.
Yeah. I had done said one shit. I'm gonna go straight to the woman hard. I had stabbed out that motherfucker.
Yeah. But yeah, she told me that I'm with yourself.
Yeah.
Man, like what on know it on that?
No, I'm with Fred.
You were Fred?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And they do it for
They don't. Yeah, damn. Somebody said, T-Rock was out there with you, huh?
Yeah, T-Rock was downstairs with me.
Yeah, because somebody asked me in the hood, they're like, bro down there with T-Rock. I ain't no T-Rock like that.
Yeah. What the hell been going on? Everything. What the hell? What's up with Trump, man? What the hell you doing? Talk crazy like that.
What you doing?
Just talk crazy about all those shit.
You talking crazy about Mal?
Nah, it's about me talking about Miles and shit.
Bro, I ain't on duty. I ain't heard of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of little shit I told boy.
Yeah.
Had me blow.
They blow?
Had me blow.
Oh, yeah. I ain't talked to him. The only person that be talking to is Mal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he be asking like what's going on. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. What the hell?
But like, damn, bro. But like,
everything smooth though.
Yeah, I know it. I already know that.
They just got them. They on Miles though.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know why the fuck he can get out the car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm telling folks. I'm like, shit, what the hell they locked up for? Like, they just saying about it. I'm like, bro, they good. I'm just like, they gonna assume some shit like that anyway.
Yeah.
They gonna assume that, like, y'all ain't did, man, kill him, so.
That's what I keep telling goddamn. Look, I keep telling him like, just chill. Like, I know.
Yeah,
like,
they think he
nothing. Yeah, I'm like, this ain't nothing, bro. Like, they just doing that cut. They seen as it got gas. Just like, just chill. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what I'm telling. I keep telling him out the same time. Like, listen, bro. Just like you, like, bro, I'm telling him, I was in cat. Listen, bro, no. Just tell him you want to talk, bro. Like,
Not one word.
Yeah.
Down. What they trying to portray or what they say, man, don't say shit.
Yeah. I ain't know that though. Like, don't. I didn't. Tell him out. But I say something like, hey, bro. But like, if I just called, like, you heard? I'm like, yeah, nah. I'm like, shit, I know. I'm like, I keep in contact too. You know what I'm saying? They folks. I ain't turning on the phone. I'm like, he don't understand that anyway though.
Yeah, I ain't doing that anyway.
Yeah, I already know you ain't. I already know. Yeah.
Ugly though, but I need you.
I know. I thank God for that. I told her like, I told him 1,000. She said 800,000.
I told her like, tell him I need 1,000, but anything in between, just got down.
Oh no, yeah. She ain't saying that, like, first, I got.
Yeah.
I know, like, when I talked to one the other day, and she told me, y'all, just like, be patient, cause she haven't had that talk to her. She DM me.
White.
Yeah. She like, man, they tell them like, man, no, before you don't leave them folk like that, and like, they tell them to be patient. It was a date, good morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, they tell them to be patient, bro. I got it.
I already know that part. I just like, I know like how that goes. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping on that. I ain't tripping. Like, I've been just trying to keep the blood calm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do that, bro. Yeah, bro.
I don't really be liking that coach and shit. That shit helped me all out. Like,
yeah. But then that was telling me something about what the hell is she saying? Foreign farming.
who?
She told me something about foreign farming.
Okay.
Yeah. She really called me to me be careful. I would have foreign and they would. I ran into the boy the place.
I'm just pausing to get what I have so far. I heard him mention Moontunk, but I don't know what that part was about. I didn't hear that part. But then I heard them talking about Miles Farley. And remember, Miles Farley didn't really have a criminal record, like all of that. So there was a lot of concern, I think, about him being in jail and all of that. And so I think they were saying that he was like stressed out. But I heard Shannon say they on Miles, though. And then he said, I don't even know why he got out the car, because remember at the gas station for Shimel drinks, Shannon was out of the car, and then Nichols is out of the car, and then at the end Miles got out of the car. He kind of plays around with Shannon and then gets back in the car. So I think that's why he was saying, I don't even know why the hell he got out the car though. So I heard that part. And then I heard Shannon saying, this ain't nothing though. They saw us at the gas station. That's why they on us. And then they were saying they need to tell Miles Farley not to say one word. And Shannon was like, not one word. Don't say nothing. That's what I've gotten so far. But again, if this is a tapped call, that would indicate that they don't know they're being recorded. And so the fact that they're like, dang, we can't, I mean, I don't know. The fact that they're just not straight up being like, shoot, that was stupid. We got to make sure we cover our tracks, versus like, they ain't got, like, I don't know. It's just interesting. But okay, let me keep going.
By myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read him. Yeah. I read him by myself. Like that's someone that was seeing turn head.
Yeah.
But like, yeah. But like, we was on live and code them. No, but on my page and shit. So I don't know who told us. I had a video check. Like,
I thought they're playing the wiretap call first. And then I thought the last call was going to be the jail call. I don't think this is the jail call, because at the beginning we would have heard this is the recorded line, blah, 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 blah. You know how they say that in front of the jail calls? I don't think this is the jail call. I think this is a wiretap call. So they don't know that they're being recorded.
bro, I ain't run. I say, nigga, you ain't run. You damn sure touch your head, bad though.
Huh?
I say, no, I ain't say you ran. You damn sure touch your head when you see me though.
Yeah.
I ain't know what's wrong. I'm like, listen, bro. You know what's going on. Like before all this shit, like Shadow was straight.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, you know. I'm like, you know what's going on. Like, yeah, bro, ain't no problem with you, bro, with everybody. I'm like, listen, bro. You know how this shit is, bro. Bro, how this shit go. Like, I'm like, yo, I just speak to you and everything. I'm like, shit, that ain't going on no more, bro. I'm like, y'all, nigga. I'm like, yeah, that's on TV. I'm like, man, I had a corn right now. I told Corn to be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now they just made a video about an hour ago on Cleveland at the store with sticks and shit like, yeah, all in my hood. I'm like, 3 hours. Quit that.
Man, they also, man. So I be saying stay away from that. That's police shit.
Yeah, man.
That's 12 shit. I ain't with that.
Yeah. Damn, man.
It's all good. Everything.
I know it. So you still ain't got nobody right now? Like they won't take no payment?
They ain't really saying it. But ain't really saying that. He just really like, just chill, be patient. Like same thing White tell you.
Yeah. Okay. So they ain't been around like they gotta say they ain't talking to nobody. Like they say like bro, I ain't never seen that nigga hurt like that, but that nigga hurt behind this shit.
I think that's the other one he really fucked with.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, man. Everyone talk to your ass too, bro. Yeah.
What the hell?
And it wasn't real.
Who? I heard.
Yeah. No, I could be funny with free wife and
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
They had to tell me that shit. I'm like, man, help 12 in here.
Man, what? The folks they call them, folks be surrounding them. They say he reckon the police in the game shit. Like they say like he got police like he probably don't know, but like they some folks like they watching his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they following his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they said they were gonna do it. We got 12 pulled them over some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't trip though. Something I don't know what he on.
Yeah.
I'll tell him about like shit. I was like, man, he like you ain't gotta tell me, I already know like home be got him tripping.
Yeah.
Like on the other one, like people like, man, you not stand on more, man. I fought with, but on the other, I think about that on female shit.
Man, where on, man. Yeah, I ain't on DB. I ain't heard nothing about that though.
Yeah.
But I ain't even talk. Only time we talked to him, I talked to him like the same night y'all got locked up.
You gotta add when you call a boy, you gotta add boy what you say, cause I can't really say like, cause she won't really just tell me like in detail, but she just, she just beating around the bush. I really tell her, man, shit, fuck up
Yeah.
on that one night, cause I ain't going for that strength.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know I got you, bro. I had the law. I'm trying to get down. I just had to take care of that now. I know I got you though, bro. You gotta got down the whole time, bro. I know how that shit is. Like I'm knowing like it, like they need this shit. Like I ain't got you, bro. I'm here with you, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
I ain't gonna, like, I ain't gonna ask him word, but like, so like, I don't even have to say your name. Like, she know who I be talking about. I don't be talking about nobody else, but I ain't gonna hit you on that motherfucker. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? But, everything really good though.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, I heard that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, that shit was fast as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is, just a storm.
I already know, like, when they got down, go to wiping out, doing them, got down, them, how they gun powder for rings, all that shit up.
Yeah.
You don't come back clean, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping on that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What the hell,
I
what the
forgot
hell,
I had it
trim
on
and,
too fast.
you're still in yo.
Yeah. Okay, what is that?
You know what I'm
LT.
saying?
Who?
Yo, folk.
Yeah. I was there with him yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got out of town, man. So he's gonna
Y'all, if you watch before, how long is
I
this?
don't lie
show?
with
Yeah. You talk all night. That's a night crazy, bro.
Yeah, I just talked to her today.
Man, that'd be
I
crazy.
was telling her, I'm like, he on the cell phone, like, he probably be over there, like, well, no. She's like, what? So you think you gonna tell on me? I'm like, man, hell nah.
She can't. I don't even be texting her back no more.
I should be telling on, like, on tablet and shit.
Yeah, I don't even be responding to her. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I'm finna get bro back his phone, right? I'm gonna get up with you though.
I do that, man. I got you.
Love you. All right.
I love you too.
All right.
I love that they said I love you.
All right, and the next item that you all wanted to rehear, you describe it as jail call from a personal cell phone, Stillwell using the word rats, and you'd like that played 2 times. Okay.
Wait, did they mention it being cleaned? Because I missed it. I mean, I was trying real hard, but did they mention, he said there was a particular part and it was something was not found in the car. Did that get said or did I miss it? Oh, I missed it. What did he say? Oh, he said no GSR. I was gonna say, I think I remember this being played in the trial. I didn't hear that happen. It was the GSR towards the end. He said the car is gonna come back clean. Okay, I'm gonna rewind just a little bit. I don't really want to hear the whole thing again, but I do want to hear that.
White tell you.
Yeah. Okay. They ain't been around like they gotta say they ain't talking to nobody. Like they say they like, bro, I ain't never seen that nigga hurt like that. But that nigga hurt behind that shit.
I think that's the one he really, really fucked with.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, man. Everyone talk to your ass too, bro.
Yeah. What the hell?
That nigga what?
Who? I heard.
Yeah. No, I could be funny with free wife and
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
They had to tell my shit. I'm like, man, that man help 12 in here.
Man, what? Phone them say they call him. Phone be slam on them. They say he running the police in the game. Shit, like they say like he got police. Like he probably don't know, but like they no folk like they watching his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they bothering his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they said they were finna do it. We got down 12 pulled them over or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't chill though. Something, I don't know. I don't know what he on.
Yeah.
I'll tell him boy about this shit. I was like, man, he like, you ain't gotta tell me. I already know, like, home be got tripping.
Yeah.
Like, on the other one, like, people like, man, you know, I stand on more, man. I fought with you, but home on the other, I think about that on some female shit.
Man, well, I don't know, man.
I must have went back.
Yeah, I ain't on DB. I ain't heard nothing about that though.
Yeah.
But I ain't even talked. Only time we talked to him, I talked to him like the same night y'all got locked up.
You gotta add when you call boy, you gotta add boy what you say, cause I can't really say like, cause she won't really just tell me like in detail, but she just, you know, she just beating around the bush. I really be telling her, man, shit the fuck up
Yeah.
on that water line, cause I ain't going for that strand. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know I got you, bro. I had the law. I'm trying to get down. I just had to take care of got down. You know I got you though, bro. You gotta got down the whole time, bro. You know I know how that shit is. Like I'm knowing like it, like nigga need this shit. Like I ain't got you, bro. I'm here with you, man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to get.
I ain't gonna, you know, like, I ain't gonna ask him a word, but like, so like, I don't even have to say your name. Like, she know who I be talking about. I don't be talking about nobody else, but I ain't gonna hit you on that motherfucker, like, ever. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, everything really good, though.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm like, I heard that shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, that shit was fast as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all it is. Just assume.
Yeah, I already know. Like when they got down, go to wiping down, doing them got down, them. You know, they gunpowder, forensic, all this shit up.
Yeah.
You gonna come back clean. You see what I'm saying? So I ain't tripping on that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. What the hell?
Okay, I heard it. He said, you know, when they do the forensics and go to wiping down and all that, I ain't even tripping because it's gonna come back cleaned or clean. I heard clean. It's gonna come back clean. Like they're not gonna find it. I heard that. Forensics and gonna come back clean. So they listened to a long call just to hear him say that. Okay. I heard him say it's gonna come back clean. All right. Now let's move on.
Recording and monitoring, and your collect.
Using the word right. All right, and the next item that you all wanted to rehear, you describe it as jail call from a personal cell phone, Stillwell using the word rats, and you'd like that played 2 times. Okay.
And while they're pulling it up, thank you, Full Drink and Half Thinking, for becoming a member and then gifting 5 memberships. Appreciate you. And then Carmela did a super chat. I'm so lost with this trial. Just hope they are found not guilty for the unaliving. Appreciate you. And then Black Butterfly, in my opinion. Oh, wait, I want to read your comment. In my opinion, the defense should have highlighted the part that Drinks was the only one Thug F with, and he ain't talking. That should have shown Drinks was not an op. Got you. That Drinks was the only one that Thug F'd with. I don't remember them showing that though. Tell me more about this. And then one more before I finish playing this. Full Drinking Half Thinking. Your name is a good time. Look how easy it is for Fonnie to corrupt the DAs and have them on a crash out mission. 0 solid evidence on a RICO case. Disgusting. One day we will talk about the racist undertone in this trial. Child. Let me hit play.
Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from an inmate at Fulton County
now we on a
Jail.
jail
This
call.
call is subject to recording and monitoring, and your location information may be collected and used by corrections and law enforcement personnel. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press.
Did you know that you can rent an inmate tablet device for the person that is detained? Simply go to www.securistablet.com. This tablet device will allow them to listen to music, subscribe to podcasts, look for jobs prior to release, play games, and much more. Your special introductory price is $20 per month. Yes, that's right, just $20 per month with no other fees. Please note, at this introductory price, there are no refunds. Sharing special moments has never been easier. Video visitation offers an easy and convenient way to visit from the comfort of your home or anywhere you have internet access from your Android smartphone, tablet, or computer. Download the Securus Video Visit app in the Google Play Store or go to www.visitfromhome.net to learn more.
Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello.
When I was crying, the tears was on the screen. They kept pressing phone, so I hung up by myself. I asked the phone, but they kept pressing phone. Yeah, I'm gonna just wrote me said D said what's your number.
Fuck D, bro. Fuck them nigga, bro. Oh, just like that, bro. Fuck you. Straight up, bro. All that fake friend shit, bro. Fuck these folks. Wish I get on tour. Fuck I wish I get on tour. So all these fuck niggas, fuck all y'all red ass niggas, man. Fuck that nigga, man.
I didn't know with D on the phone. He said, what happened to the SB in court because they dismissed multiple charges.
Okay, I'm gonna keep playing it, but they keep bringing up Moontunk in these. Okay, first of all, Shart's looks stressed. Shart's head is in his hands. She got to back away from the phone too. Her voice is muffled. I can't hear, child. And he is pissed. He said, fuck D, straight up, fuck friend, fake friends, rat ass new. He is going off. Okay. I wish I could get on Twitter. Fuck this. He is upset. But okay, let me just keep going. He's pissed.
They didn't even take on the court.
That fuck nigga, you know what's going on. Push that nigga.
Say it like that.
You fuck.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay. I said, fuck D. You know, when he talked to the judge.
Like all niggas got, bro.
As I said, she just read it. She looked like she wanted it.
You texting her with your number?
Huh?
I don't got your number.
You only been here enough when you said, what you say? Some old shit now. Wait, what happened to baby?
That fuck nigga rat, they just went till I had went to court and they just let everything got to that fuck nigga rat, him and Wood and the other people. Don't keep going with folks. That fuck nigga know what's going on. Bitch, you in love with a rat hoe.
I think we're getting a little, I don't think it's echo. I think it's coming out of two screens at once, but not exactly in unison. So let us see what we can sort out about that.
Remember how the state kept saying, what does it mean to be a rat? What is a rat? What is a snitch? It was snitch. She kept highlighting snitch. What does it mean to snitch? Oh, no. Listen, my husband is from Georgia. I love an accent. I love an Atlanta accent. But I don't know what that man's saying. I'm out here confused. The insults are clear, though.
Everybody that came out, too.
Saying I just went to court and they laid it all out, though. And so we see basically that lets you know they got the discovery. They see who took a plea. They see what they pled to. And now he's calling them old rat.
Cause shit they bring up, bro, that shit was weak as fuck, bro. I'm talking like in their ass up.
No, do not leave her in here. This is not the time right now. Everybody get out. Everybody get out. Mom, can you get out too? Shut though. I don't know, call the phone. Young said, see, that's why I don't pick up my damn phone. People keep telling me that, just trying to keep your head up here, a real one for real.
That's all you hear. Oh, you're real. Man, that shit don't do nothing for a nigga. That shit don't make a nigga feel good. That shit don't do nothing for a nigga.
Okay, Miss Scorpio is saying the context of that call is that she is telling him about the live stream that Moontunk did when Love was reading his plea agreement to Glanville, and that's why he called them rats. So she's just telling him but I literally heard him say, we went to court and they laid everything out. But you're saying that it's actually in response to Moontunk's plea agreement?
I really get out this house.
Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to. Did I write down the date?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna have to. I don't.
Folk done brought up Duat name, Nut name.
Could we just confirm that everyone is on mute?
Is everybody on mute? Please be on mute if you're not on mute.
I didn't, probably when I was fast forwarding, maybe they said the date of this call. I didn't hear the date of this call.
Yeah.
Cast that like live, y'all.
Okay, give us your reason.
Okay, y'all. Nut, Duat. Oh, man. My head hurt, man. You all like that, baby. Talk to me, nigga. Respond to me, bro. Make me feel good.
The person you called has hung up. Hello.
All right, they have it. They don't need it again. Okay, thank you. All right, and then the third thing you all describe as Stillwell and Garlington conversation where they said, quote, going to the city or quote, going to see. The conversation that you describe was admitted as a call between Garlington and DeMarco Boyer, not Garlington and Stillwell. Do y'all still want to hear it?
No.
No. Okay. All right. That was it. Oh, no. You also wanted to know what time that happened. Do you still want to know what time that happened?
No.
No. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, so the seen and see thing ends up not mattering because they don't want to hear that. But the racked call, I think.
Anything for the record? All right. We'll be in recess.
All right, I'm gonna go back. I want to hear the beginning of that, but I am curious about the timing of that call because I've seen some people say that call specifically about rats had to do with Donovan Thomas, the Donovan Thomas murder, which it could be because the thing that's been consistent is that Donovan Thomas, Rudy was charged, I think Tunk was charged, and Stillwell were charged for Donovan Thomas, and then the charges were dropped against some of them, but Stillwell's charges remained. And so he's been the consistent person, I think, in the Donovan Thomas murder. But I just didn't get any context about when that call actually happened. Like at what point, right? Because the indictment didn't come until 22 for the RICO. And he did say doo-wop and he said nard. And they were charged. So, but they were charged the second time. So I'm just curious. I have a lot of questions about that second call. They didn't get any. What happened is they ended up dropping the charges against the, if that's what your question is about, they ended up dropping those charges, the right for Donovan Thomas that first time. That's why Rudy wasn't charged. So wait, Cass said, well, now I have a jail call. Okay, girl, go do what you got to do. Okay, Lucinda is saying that was definitely in regards to Donovan Thomas. That call was after Shannon's arraignment the first time he was arrested. Okay. And then TJ coming through with the dates. That call is from November 19th, 2015. I just checked. Okay. Thank you for confirming that. Okay. Miss Scorpio said, listen real good. I'm gonna take it back. And then I see a couple people asking, I don't know why you want my opinion, child, but I give it to you. Okay. That's when Max was pacing and wouldn't sit down.
And then could you also tell us the language you were going to use regarding the clarification?
I need a couple
To the new young boy.
to the one you actually.
We heard the first one.
Good.
Let me I don't know why it froze just now. Did something happen to the stream? Did they take it down? I may not be able to go back. I don't know what's happening. It's spinning. But all of that to say, you know what I think? Here's what I think is interesting, and then I won't take up a ton of everybody's time. I think what's interesting is that none of the questions really lend itself to RICO. It doesn't seem like I'm curious what the verdict is going to be on the RICO charges, because it seems like they immediately focused on, for Yak, they focused on the raid, right? There's my thumbs up. For Yak, they focused on the raid at Thug's house. So it was clear that they discussed that. And then they focused on the murder. And then for Shannon, it's like they go straight to the murder, it seems. So I'm curious what the RICO charges, what that charge is going to be, because it doesn't seem like they asked many questions about it. They're asking about, obviously, the big two murders in this trial. So I think that that's interesting. I also think that, man, asking about the lyrics to me was really surprising, because it means that for at least one of the jurors, at least one of them, who knows how many in there, but for at least one of the jurors, the lyrics mattered. For them to ask about that, it obviously means that the lyrics mattered. So I think that that was really surprising, and could be what I get is that if they mattered, and then you hear him say about the homicide, I think that that could be problematic. That sucks. That sucks because of the argument about lyrics being artistic expression. But I mean, this is all speculation. Let me say again, right? This is all speculation. I don't know. Y'all don't know. Nobody knows. If we knew, we'd know what the verdict is going to be. So, but for me, asking about lyrics indicates that somebody in there feels like those lyrics matter. And then the fact that they can specifically call out, we want to hear the call where he called somebody rat. I think that gives telling. And then that first call about it being cleaned, I don't know. Right? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's very interesting. I'm curious I have so many questions. I want to know what the verdict is going to be on Yak, because again, it feels like they got to that conclusion rather quickly. So it's feeling like maybe there was an easier general consensus amongst the group. But this Shannon one, the fact that first call, well, they've asked about Shymel drinks, and now they're also asking about a call in relation to Donovan Thomas's murder, is also really interesting for me, because I don't think there was any evidence to prove Shannon killed Donovan Thomas. In my non-legal opinion, I don't think that there was any evidence that proved Shannon had anything to do with Donovan Thomas. So for them to ask about a call regarding Shannon and Donovan Thomas's murder and the rat thing, whew, Whew. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. The video is not working. I don't know why. But
7 VV2.
I'm just gonna
Be careful. I would look. I ain't on DB.
Fuck D.
okay, I'm gonna rewind just to hear the
$20 per month with no other fees.
okay,
Please
here's that
note, at
again.
this introductory price, there are no refunds. Sharing special moments has never been easier. Video visitation offers an easy and convenient way to visit from the comfort of your home or anywhere you have internet access from your Android smartphone, tablet, or computer. Download the Securus Video Visit app in the Google Play to learn more.
Thank you. Hello. When I reclined, the tear was on the screen. They kept pressing phone, so I hung up by myself. I asked the phone, but they kept pressing phone. Yeah, I'm gonna just wrote me said D said what's your number?
Fuck D, bro. Fuck them nigga, bro.
Okay, so we just started out with her saying somebody text her and said, D said, what's your number? And then Shannon replied, man, fuck D, man. That was a bad impersonation. Just follow me. But he said FD. That's what I heard. All right.
Oh, just like that, bro. Fuck you. Straight up, huh? I didn't say friend shit, but fuck these folks. Wish I get on tour. Fuck up. I wish I get on tour. So
Then he said F Tune. And he said, I wish I had a Twitter. Okay, we still going.
fuck nigga, fuck all y'all red ass nigga, man. Fuck that nigga, man.
I didn't agree with D on the phone. He said, what happened to the SB in court because they just need more on charge. They didn't even take on the court.
That fuck nigga, you know what's going on. Push that nigga.
Shit like that.
You fuck.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Okay. I said, fuck D. He, when he talked to the attorney.
I don't know why this video is doing what it's doing, but I haven't heard about watching. I forgot who said it, but I haven't heard anything about watching his plea. It starts off with somebody asking for D asked for his number and he's saying F him and F Toon. So it does it, and then but I think he gets into saying I was in court, they laid all this stuff out. So he gets to see that people took pleas. Oh, Miss Scorpio, that's who it was. She said, keep listening. Okay, girl. Once it start working again. I'm gonna stay strong, Miss Scorpio. I'm gonna listen. Keep going.
Like all niggas got, bro.
As I said, she just read it. She looked like she wanted it.
You texting her with your number?
Huh?
I don't got your number.
You on the been having enough when you said, what you say? Some old shit now. Wait, what happened to baby?
That fuck nigga rat, they just went till I went to court and they just let everything got to that fuck nigga rat, him and Wood and the other D. Don't keep going with folks. That fuck nigga know what's going on.
Okay, I heard her say what happened today, and he said, I just went to court and they laid it all out. That's what I heard her say, what happened today. No, am I missing it? Okay. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, but apparently maybe I'm off. I know, Miss Scorpio, you wanna look, I'll put the link in the chat so you can come correct me, girl. Cause I don't hear what you're hearing. I'm hearing something else. I'm hearing him say that she said, what happened today? She said she just read it. Everybody listen hard.
That fuck nigga know what's going on. Bitch, you in love with a rat hoe.
I think we're getting a little, I don't think it's echo. I think it's coming out of.
Going on. Fuck nigga rat him and woo that know they went.
Oh shit, now wait. Some old shit, now wait. What happened, little baby?
That fuck nigga rat, they just went there. So I went to court and they just let everything got to that fuck nigga rat him and woo that know the deep.
It sounds like she's reading a text message where somebody said, well, oh shit, what happened in court? That's what I'm hearing. Anyway, and I heard rat hole. I heard a lot of the rats. She said she just read it. Okay, I'm wrong. She was reading a text message and then he said, I went to court and they laid all of it out as if like he got, as if he got the discovery and he saw that they took pleas. That's what I'm hearing. But listen, I don't know. The problem is I should do a poll because that regardless, having these played, the fact that the jury is asking about this, I see why Max is pacing personally. You know, again, it's all speculation, but I see why Max is pacing because it feels like it's not guaranteed not guilties on these. Like there is some discussion. You know what the thing that one of them jurors is digging deep to find Shannon guilty is what Trey is saying. You know what's interesting is how you think about reasonable doubt. I think what may be if you don't check yourself, I think what you can feel like is if there's a chance he did it, like, let me find the evidence to match it instead of I'm not convinced he did it. And so that's enough of reasonable doubt. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see a world in where like as a juror, you may have to remind yourself that it's not looking for guilt, but is if you have questions, right, then that could be enough reasonable doubt for you to say not guilty. And that I think there's obviously questions. The fact that there are questions being raised that would, to me, indicate there's questions about if he did it instead of there's questions about if he didn't do it. Like it's just a matter of how you're looking at this. And I'm just nervous. I'm nervous about, and I don't know that nervous is the right word because I just have a lot of questions. Yeah, this one doesn't seem as immediate as it seems like they were able to resolve Yak's charges. And these are some big charges. These are some big charges for Shannon. Well, and for Yak, but these are not, you know, they could spend the rest of their lives behind bars. So, you know, And appeals, yeah, appeals, it's great when you have the ability to appeal, but appeals take a long time. Okay. Right. And there's a lot of appealable issues in this trial, but they take a long time. So, I mean, and he's already been in for this long. So it's like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think that this is very interesting. So, anyway, that said, thanks for rewatching that with me. I guess we'll be back tomorrow to see if I have less things to do tomorrow, so I can hopefully go live every time they go live with the jury questions, or if we actually get an update. Yeah, so I guess we'll see how tomorrow goes. Let me make sure I didn't miss any other questions. I think I didn't. Oops. What did I see? Why wasn't Shannon Stillwell the main defendant? I'm not sure what you mean by main defendant. He is obviously a one of the people charged with these murders, but when I don't know what you mean by main defendant. Will the judge be the one who decides their fate? As far as sentencing, it will be Judge Whitaker. The jurors will decide the verdict, and then she will do the sentencing. And I think that's why I have to try to watch my words, right? Because if you're in my Patreon, you know, I was talking about this a little bit. I don't mean to be long-winded, but the thing that I was talking about is that everybody deserves a defense attorney. Everybody deserves to fight, right, their cases and to make the state prove what they say happened. And so if the state proves what they say, I mean, this trial has been unfair, so there's a lot of kind of added parts to this. But for regular trials, if a state can prove that a defendant did a crime, then it's right for that defendant to pay for those crimes. When you have a trial like this, when there's so many additions that makes it unfair and everything that's gone on, that's what I think makes this, you know, so conflicting, I guess is what I'm saying. But anyway, yes, the state they'll have sentencing. I think both sides will probably have sentencing recommendations, but I think Thugger Daily was saying, I didn't look into this, but I think Thugger Daily tweeted that because these defendants have their previous criminal records, they have to be sentenced the maximums for these charges. So if for murder, if the maximum that you can be sentenced is life without parole because of their previous convictions, that is the sentence they would get, if that makes sense. Again, I hadn't looked into it yet, but that's just what I was reading and intended to look deeper. But that's what he was saying. So these are not light situations that they are looking at, right? Like this stuff is very, very meaningful and will for sure impact the rest of their lives, for sure. Anyway. Oh, and CT is saying that Doug said it was true. They will be sentenced to the max, but that doesn't mean they have to serve it all in jail. Correct. So if, for example, right, like let's take Rico. Rico is 5 to 20 years, minimum being 5, maximum being 20. So based off of what I just said, and Thugger and apparently Doug has confirmed, they would, if they are found guilty of the Rico charge, Whitaker has to sentence them 20 years. She doesn't have the ability to say, oh, I'll give you 5. She could sentence them to 20 years and then say 15 will be served. 5 will be served in jail, right? 5 to serve and then like 15 in probation. So she has the ability to be flexible with how the 20 years looks, but the guideline would require her to say 20 years. It's just the flexibility of how that 20 years is served. Hopefully that makes sense. And somebody is saying that Doug broke it down. So if you're not following Doug, obviously go follow him. And he's a lawyer and he's the lawyer of this case. So obviously he's going to break it down better than me, who's not a lawyer. Exactly. And similar to how some of these that's not the one, but shout out to you, Chrissy. Thank you for that. But I was saying similar to how the pleas, exactly. Some of the pleas that we got to see, right? For Jeffrey Williams, it's, the 5 years or whatever, but it's time served. And then for this charge, it's 15 years, but it's probation, right? So there's flexibility in how the time is sentenced, but it is not flexibility in taking the last one, like the maximum. And then one more from Full Drinking and Half Thinking. Lock it. It doesn't make sense to have the ratio of views, likes, but people want to talk and not like the hard work you're doing. I appreciate y'all. Anytime you're telling people to like my videos, to share and subscribe and do all the things, I appreciate it for sure. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. I am going to wash my face off. I see all the compliments about my face. I appreciate you. I left the house today and had to be productive, so I put a face on. But I'm gonna go do all the other things. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. If we get some updates, I'll be live tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening. I'll holla at y'all. All right, bye.